Hi, I'm Steve Garrett, and I'd like to take a minute and talk to you about the topic of speakers at RYLA. Um, Specifically, I'd like to talk to you about the district governor as the speaker of RYLA. Now, there are districts that I have visited with and talked to and know about that won't let the district governor speak at RYLA, and there are districts that make it the district governor is the keynote speaker at RYLA. The policy of the board of directors of Rotary International suggests that a part of RYLA curriculum be what is Rotary and what does it do for the local community and the world community and global citizenship. What is Rotary? And I can think of no person who is better than the district governor to give that message. You know, I think that there's a lot of things that the district governor can talk about, and I've heard district governors give a lot of messages, their personal story and a lot of those things. But I do think the district governor should concentrate on who Rotary is and what Rotary does, and tell a little bit of the story of Rotary and the things that Rotary has accomplished, and the polio and all kinds. We got a long list of things that we ought to be sharing. But the second part of the message should obviously be the association of Rotary with youth. And you can start off by telling a little bit about Interact. And there is a statistical coincidence that RYLA programs drive Interact programs. I cannot tell you what the statistics are, but I do know that if there was no RYLA, there would be less Interact. And coincidentally, maybe, but new Interact clubs seem to start after RYLA programs. Along that line, since you don't know exactly what your age group is that's going to be at your RYLA, but sometimes they're seniors in high school, and sometimes they're graduates from high school. So take the opportunity to talk about Rotaract clubs. I mean, even if you're dealing with eighth graders, hopefully they're going to be over 18 someday. They'll survive that long. And Rotaract club is a growing part of Rotary. It's a key element of Rotary. As long as you're talking about the Rotaract programs and the RYLA programs, maybe we ought to talk a little bit about some of the other programs that Rotary does, like youth exchange. Now, if the young people at RYLA are before their junior year or in their junior year, they can apply to be participants in youth exchange, and they can go off and do that in their senior year in high school. But it's good to talk about it either way and expose the kids to the fact that this is a program that we do. Maybe they've got a younger brother or younger sister, or maybe they're only sophomores in high school, and it's the perfect time for them to think about doing something like that. There's other things that Rotary does. In fact, the object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise. So why not encourage our RYLA participants to go back to their Rotary club, the one that sponsored them to go to RYLA, and volunteer to get involved in their service projects, instill that idea of service. And, it seems to me, from my lofty spot here, that a lot of schools require service hours. They're what I call voluntary, mandatory service hours. And sometimes it's make busy work. Maybe it would be a great opportunity for them to go out and participate in a service project of the Rotary Club. There's another thing that you can, as a district governor, you can encourage. I don't know of very many districts that don't have four-way speech contest or music contest or vocational service contest or arts work contest for high school age kids and sometimes lower age groups. Well, tell the RYLA participants about those programs and get them to be involved in them. A lot of those contests involve not so much just monetary prizes, but sometimes they involve scholarships. I know my particular district has a $5,000 college scholarship for the speaker of the four-way speech contest winner. There are other scholarships, though. And one of the successes that I have seen is that you get to meet these kids when they're young. And if you track them, you follow them, when they are in college, maybe in their junior year, you can encourage them to apply for global scholarships. Or maybe they're getting ready to go to graduate school, and you can encourage them to apply for one of those world conflict resolution peace scholarship programs that we have. So there's a lot of things that we should be doing, could be doing, and there's a lot of ideas about Rotary that should be conveyed by somebody. And I'm telling you, there's nobody better to do it than the district governor. It's good for the district governor. It's good for the kids. And it's good for the Rotarians. So that's my message. Thank you for listening to me. I think we should get the district governor as a speaker at every RYLA. Probably should be the keynote speaker. If they don't want to do it, they don't have a chance. They don't have a choice. They can do it. And the message that they have to do is what the policy of Rotary International says. Tell the story of Rotary. Tell a little bit about Rotary. Share the opportunities that Rotary presents to our young people. Thank you very much for listening to me.